This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so any questions, Gaurav? Ravati?
No, no.
No, Ram.
Okay.
I have created the Jenkins account. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so last class, right, so we discussed the manage Jenkins, right? So going forward, we'll install tools, we'll configure, we'll integrate all these things and all. Okay. But anyway, in production, right, in companies, so sometimes we may not get chance to work on manage Jenkins. Okay, but at least for interview purpose, for knowing purpose, for troubleshooting purpose, we should know. So all those things we'll discuss. Right. So just we'll create a simple job. You can see a new item. So new item means so we can create the job, Jenkins job or new job. Something whatever. Give some name. So have types. Okay. Freestyle project, pipeline, multi configuration project. Okay. So some other folder, GitHub, multi-branch pipeline. We will discuss. So freestyle project means the normal general project. Means like it's kind of console, next click like that. So pipelines means here we will write the Groovy scripting. So Groovy scripting pipeline means same thing. Okay. Multi branch means so if you have like multiple branches, that we'll discuss later one by one. Okay. We'll discuss. So here freestyle project means the normal general standard one. So here we'll get the console only, so no coding. If you want to use coding, scripting, okay. So we have one more option, pipeline. So here we'll read the Groovy scripting. So that we will discuss later. As of now, the select freestyle project. So this is the central feature of Jenkins. Jenkins will build projects as usual, okay. But here, right? So without coding, the console. So using console, we can create the pipelines. So those stuff under. Select, okay. So here you can see. So general source code management, build triggers, build environment, build post build actions, all the stuff on that. So we'll discuss one by one. Okay. And same thing. Okay. If you see right side, there is a question mark help. For example, if you don't know something, any option on that, you can click here help. So you will get the that help and all. There are so many options. Okay, in Jenkins. General description that about the project, so you can write it if you want, just you can ignore it. Discard old jobs. Okay, here if you have any old jobs, we can discard it. As of now, I don't have any old jobs for this job. Okay, so GitHub project. So here we can call the our GitHub project, the GitHub repository. That we will call later. Means we can integrate our GitHub, or we can call the GitHub project. So okay, and we can build through Jenkins. So that we'll discuss later. We'll call later. Because this build is lockable resources. Just some like kind of groovy scripting calling, all those stuff under. Okay. So you can see something under here. Groovy scripting. If you want to call groovy scripting under, so just we can call parameters, means like kind of variable. So we can, for example, right? So we can use the input as a variables instead of hard coding. So we can define the like kind of parameters. For example, so I'm writing one code. Take it any scripting and coding under. Okay. So for example, job IT. So something, okay. City Bangalore. I'm writing the code. Okay. I'm passing variables like job IT, so city Bangalore. Okay, instead of Bangalore and IT, so instead of hard coding, so we can pass the variables like parameters. Okay, we can create the parameters. It will prompt. Okay, so when you're building your job, it will prompt the city. So we can select Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, like that. Job. It will list out something IT or job 1, job 2, like that. So we can create the variables. We can pass the input variables. So okay, like parameters. Okay, so total builds. So enforce minimum time between builds. Okay, so the average time. Okay, so between the builds, so we can define the average time, all the stuff and all. Disable active inactive. If you want to inactive this project, just disable. Execute concurrent builds if necessary. Okay, so we can run the concurrent builds also. So multiple builds at parallel. That we'll discuss. We'll see. Same thing. We can integrate our GitHub project. Okay, so we can call a GitHub project. We can build. We can here you can see. So we can choose our branches also. Branches also, master or whatever, master for example, demo, something, whatever branches you have. So you can select other stuff and all. And your GitHub credentials also we can configure. So we can call our GitHub stuff and all. That I will show you one by one. So none means, so without GitHub, so directly here we can provide our commands or scripts for the stuff and all. Any confusions? Gaurav, Revati?
No, Ram.
So Ram, what will be the difference for this GitHub option here, and previously there was option for GitHub, right? So in GitHub there is the option only to give the repo URL, and then this Git there are multiple options.
Okay, so see here, right? So here we can, okay, so here, right, just whatever GitHub project, like your repository, both are same only. Okay, so nothing difference only. So here, right, so we can choose our branches also. Branches, for example, I have the multiple branches. Okay, so okay, add branch, you can add here branches. So this is, for example, here if you are in other branches, you can have other branches also. Are same only. Okay, so okay, this is the source code management. Means here whatever you will define your repository branches, it will okay, it will take. So just here normally you can pass the you get project URL, that project URL. Okay, so here we have to provide our branches and the credentials, okay, all those stuff and all. Okay, Gaurav?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So trigger builds remotely. So okay, using script, so can build the. Okay. So just if you want to understand fully, just you can read this thing. So using script, so you can build from remote. Build after other projects I build. For example, I have job 1, job 2. Yeah, job 1, job 2, job 3. One job 1, for example, assume that job 2. This is job 2. So if you select this thing, right, okay, so once you job 1 completed, then this job 2 will execute, like kind of no, like that depends. For example, I have job 1, job 2. Assume that this is job 2. Okay, once your job 1 is okay completed, so we can run this job is job 2. So when we need to run, so stable, unstable, fails also. Okay. So here, so whatever you want, so we can select. Most probably we'll go for the stable only. The stable project only we will execute. That I will show you. We will run. Build it periodically. Here. So any idea about cron job? Gaurav, Revati? Cron job?
Yeah.
Revati, any idea about cron job, Revati?
No, Ram.
Okay. So here, right? For example, I want to execute this job some particular time. For example, every day. Okay, every day 10 p.m. 10 p.m. For this, so we have the like cron job. So cron job is one of the tools. So that we will use on Linux environments. So using cron job, right? We can schedule our job whenever you need. For example, you can see here. You see here example. See any example. See, okay, here you can see. So if you want to, okay, so execute your job every 15 minutes. So like, okay, so like this, we can define our cron jobs. You can see once every 2 hours, something. Once a day on the 1st and 15th of the every month. Like cron job, okay, some scheduling. Using cron jobs, you can schedule our jobs, okay, whenever you need, every day or weekly ones, monthly ones, or something, okay. So using cron jobs, okay. So we can define our jobs. There are five parameters. So there are 5 stars, okay, 5 stars. First star is so minute, then hour, date of month, a day of week, okay. So using these 5 stars that we can define. For example, here if I give so 5 stars, it means every minute. Okay, if you give like this, okay, every minute. The first star indicates minute, second star hour, third date of month, fourth month. Okay, so last one is day of week. Okay. As per your requirement, so whenever you need to schedule, like every week or every day 10 p.m. or every day night midday 12 or early morning 6 a.m. 7 a.m. So sometimes we have to schedule our jobs. Okay, so on that time, so we will go for the cron jobs. Same thing in Jenkins also. If you want to schedule your Jenkins job, so we can use the cron job. Okay, Revati?
Yeah, Ram.
Okay, just okay. This is like this is a common tool for cron job. Okay, cron. So in our Linux environments we will use. Okay, if you can just go through this thing, you'll understand.
Yeah, Ram. Okay.
Okay, so just here that I define the every minute. 5 stars means every minute. Okay, so later we'll discuss that one. Here you can see the GitHub hook trigger from polling, Git SEM polling. So here, right, this means whenever the developers they commit and they push their code into GitHub, automatically my Jenkins will learn. Automatically my Jenkins will communicate with GitHub on that time, so my job will trigger. It means whenever my Jenkins will find new changes in my SCM, means in my GitHub, on that time automatically my job will execute. Yeah, if you choose this thing, you don't want to trigger them manually. I don't want to schedule it. Okay, whenever there is new changes in your SCM, means your GitHub, automatically my job will trigger. Okay, Gaurav, Revati, that I will show you practically.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ram.
So here at Polysium, so here also, so I can define the schedule. For example, so every day is 10 p.m. Every day at 10 p.m. Okay. So if you choose Polysium means right. Okay. And here I define the so every day 10 p.m. right. What it will do? Every day 10 p.m. my Jenkins will communicate with GitHub on that time, on particular time, If there is any new changes, then only my job will run, my job will trigger. So build periodically means you can define some schedule. For example, every day 10 p.m. means every day 10 p.m. it will execute, whether there is no new changes or not. So regardless of changes, it will execute. If you choose the GitHub hook trigger, so okay, we don't need to define the schedules and all. So whenever there's new changes, in your SCM, in your GitHub, automatically your Jenkins job will trigger. So poll SCM means here also we have to define some schedule. For example, I define every day at 10 p.m. means every day at 10 p.m. my Jenkins will communicate with GitHub on that time, particular time. If there is any new changes, then only my job will trigger. If there's no new changes since last changes, okay, my job will not trigger. Okay, Gaurav? Revati?
Then in that way, what is the difference between second option and third one? GitHub also is going to do a polling only, right? If there is any changes being done or anything modified in GitHub, it will still build the job and run it.
Oh, can you repeat once again?
So GitHub, I'm just trying to understand the difference between these three. Building periodically, I'm going to build my job at a particular time.
Okay, yes, exactly. Okay.
Hook trigger means if there is any change on the GitHub, any push, pull or anything, so that time I'm going to run this job.
Yes. Yes, right. Yeah. Yes, right. In second option, right? You don't need to define the time. You don't need to define the schedule and all. So whenever there's new changes in your SCM, automatically your job will trigger. Okay. Next.
The third one is I'm going to do it. This polling, I'm going to define it at certain time.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes.
So this automatic. So the second option, it runs, and if there is any change, it will run the job. And in the third option, I'm going to define what time this polling should happen.
Yes, exactly.
What time you should go and check with the GitHub if there is any changes.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, Revati, any questions here?
No, Ram.
Okay. Next, build environment. So delete workspace build means for each, okay, in Jenkins set, for each build, for each job, okay, so by default, okay, so we will get the one folder called workspace. Workspace only, so we'll get our jar file, the default folder. Workspace is the default folder. I will show you later. So once you execute your job, by default in your Linux server, you will get the one folder called workspace. If you want to delete, yeah, right. So this is my first job, so I don't have any of my workspace folder, my old workspace folders, right? So if you're like, if already have any builds, so then you will get that workspace folder. Then if you want, you can delete it. That I will show you later. Use secrets or files, the passwords. Okay, the passwords here, you can upload as the files. Okay, a text files, a text or something files. That I will show you. So about if build is stuck. For example, if any build stuck, so you can abort it. Timestamp, just adding timestamp. So Gradle, already we discussed that. Gradle and Maven and Gradle. So these three are the build tools. So using these three builders, we can convert our source code into artifacts like jar files, var files, er files. Build and build step. Here you can see just some base build steps we have. Okay, execute cell. For example, if you want to run any Linux commands and shell scripts, you can choose this one. And Gradle. If you want to build your job with and build or Maven, you can select. If you want to execute any Windows commands in Windows servers, you can choose this one. Time mode something under. Okay, so this option I will show you later. In this case, go for execute shell. Just simple job. Okay, we'll build simple job. You write whatever command you need. Okay, for example, you write date command or whatever command you require. You did just you can. Okay, what I will do, I will go for the build periodically or manually. First I will go manually, then we'll send the schedules. Okay, here right. So we can choose the build steps, multiple build steps, okay, multiple. So whatever, how many number of units, you can select the multiple. Post build actions. Here you can post build actions means once done this job, so post build. RQ something. Okay, you can see this is something. Notification means once this job is failed or success, okay, we can send the notification to particular team members, particular DLs. All these things are you can see. These things we will discuss later. Okay, just save it. Just I'm executing a simple command, date command. So okay, you can see my project job one. Okay, you can see here below. Means if you want to trigger manually whenever you want. No schedules, no polling, manually whenever you require. So you can come here, just you can click this thing, build now means just manually I'm triggering. So click this. Here you can see. Just if you see green color, so green color means success. If you see color means fail. Here just I'm executing only date command, right? So date command took very milliseconds only. Any huge jobs like okay, huge jobs, right? So the number of lines or huge jobs, it will take some time. That I will show you later. The Java projects on that. Here green color means okay success. You can see the output also. You can see here console output. Okay, started by user demo system. I'm building a workspace. Okay, if you go in your Linux server, okay, Linux server, you can see this path. So this is where lib Jenkins /var/lib /Jenkins is the default Jenkins location in your Linux server. Okay, means by default in this location your Jenkins will install /var/lib/Jenkins. I will show you. I will log into the server and I will show you. So /var/lib/Jenkins is your default. So your the Jenkins location. Okay, in that location. So by default, one folder will create call a workspace. In that workspace, your job name. In my case, my job name is job1. Okay. So my command, whatever command I given is executed. This is the output. The status. Okay. Any questions here?
No.
No.
My server. Just I will log into my server. So if you go cd/var/lib, okay. So Jenkins, you can see here. Jenkins means by default. So /Jenkins is your Jenkins home directory. cd Jenkins. So here if you see workspace, you can see others jobs, logs. Nodes means we can configure the nodes that I will show you later. Plugins. The plugins here you can see the plugins, your secrets, your passwords, all those your users like RAM something. Workspace, okay. You go here workspace, but once you execute the job, okay. So automatically by default, one folder will get with the name of workspace. That workspace, I can see my job name. So nothing is there. Just only we just directly only date command, right? Simply. Okay. So here you can see so like that you can run the multiple jobs. Okay. Multiple. You want to do any other okay. So any other command you can give. We'll see. You can see if you want to edit your existing job, you can see here configure. Just click configure. We can edit the existing job. Here I will use some other command. Okay. For example, just I will print something. I will print something. Echo means in Linux, right? So just we can print something using echo. Just something. So I'm printing something. That's it. Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, Ram.
Yeah, Ram.
Okay. Okay, right. Okay, just I'm printing something. Okay, something. Okay, just whatever commands you can just give all basic commands. So going forward, okay, we'll give just build. You can see my second job. Okay, why? Because with small command, that's why it's finishing very fast. So output. Okay, just print. Okay, whatever. Okay, just it's printing. So there, whatever command you will give, that Linux command, scripts or commands, it will execute. Okay. While you are practicing, just you can give those Linux commands. Okay. So the stuff under go configure. So now what I will do, I'll do that periodically. Okay. So just I'm giving build periodically. Okay, I'm choosing build periodically. So build periodically means so here you can define some schedules. I'm define every minute. Okay, every minute for demo purpose. Okay. In production, we will not select any every minute. There is some requirement. Okay, every day or every week or every month, something, right? Some requirements. Based upon that requirement, we'll select the Quran job. Just for demo purpose, I'm selecting every minute for same job. Okay, save it. So here, right, you can see here. By automatically we can refresh. Okay, just wait. There's an option automatically to refresh the window. Okay, just wait for 1 minute. Okay, you can see last build 1 minute 36 seconds ago. Just wait for 30 more seconds. I think it will execute the automatically it will execute third job. So you can see here, my third job is already is done. You can see third job. Wait for one more second, one more minute. So it is not refreshing, right? So we have an option to refresh automatically. Just wait for one more second. No, not sorry, one more minute. For 1 second. Wait a minute. Now we can see job 3, right? So if we wait for 1 minute, automatically, so job 4 will execute. Yes, that. Then we have to refresh. So there is an option automatically. It will automatically refresh. Okay, you can see here job 4.
Yeah, Ram.
But if you see here, the timing is not here. So just if you refresh, right? If you refresh, it will be the timing also. So you can see the timing. But okay, we have an option that automatically it will refresh. Okay, we have an option every 10 seconds it will refresh automatically. It's shown here only, but it is not showing a description. Disable projects. This is project like kind of inactive. Okay, that option I will show you later. Okay, this is one option. Okay, so by every 10 seconds, by default it will refresh your page. Okay, you can see yes, job 5 means every minute it will execute. Every minute it will execute. Whatever job whatever commands or scripts you given. So here same thing you can see the last build, okay, last table build, successful, all those stuff under. You want to see here also you can see the console output, all those stuff under. Okay, Gaurav. Revati.
Yeah, Ram.
Yeah, Ram.
If you wait 1 more minute, so okay, you can see the job 6 also. Just wait for just some seconds. Okay, now you can see the job every minute, whatever I defined on that time, so yeah, automatically your job will execute. Yeah, the timing also it will change. Okay, so it will refresh. This is an option okay, that auto enable refresh. Every 10 seconds it will refresh. So I can't see option now here. Maybe I log in with admin or something. That option I will show you later. Yes. So here you can see your job. For example, here it will list out all jobs. So like job 1, job 2, job 3, job 4 like that. So okay. So it will list here all jobs. If you want to inactive or disable jobs, so you can disable it. Okay, you can disable it. You can delete if you want. You can delete it. Okay, you can see the workspace also. Here also you can see the workspace. So here if you go, nothing is there because just we are printing only simple jobs. There is no jar files or no scripts under. Just was there. So that's why you can't see anything. If you use any Java projects, .NET or Java projects, or if you're building it, you're testing your test cases or jar files, var files, then we can see here. I'll show you those stuff under. Okay, so if you want here, you can disable it. Here, right? If you want to disable, you can disable means so delete means delete means the permanently job will delete. Okay, so disable means just inactive, it will not execute. Okay. Whatever you want, as you require, you can disable or you can delete. So okay, right. So yeah, I will remove that one, my scheduling. Okay, any questions? This is only basics only. Okay, so going forward, we'll execute Java projects.
Okay, Ram.
Any questions? Gaurav, any questions?
For basic, I'm good.
Okay, so here, right? Okay, so we can execute the pipelines. For example, now I have the job one, right? Now I have job one, so job two, job three, job three. Okay, something whatever commands, just leave that commands and all, so that up to your wish. Okay, your Linux commands or your Java projects. Okay, your Ansible scripts or playbook scripts, whatever it may be. Okay, so job one, job two, job three, right? Here, right? So we can once my job one is completed, then I can run the job two. Once my job two is completed, so then I can run the job three. Like dependencies, like pipeline. This thing we will call the pipelines. Means, for example, we have the multiple tasks. Okay, job one, job two, job three. So these three are the dependencies. First, my job one is completed, then I can run the job two. Once my job two is completed, then I can run the job three. So this thing will call the pipeline. Okay, pipeline. For example, if you take any scenario, right? Other videos. Okay. So first, what we will do? We'll testing. Okay. So while we are building our Java project, first we will do testing, test rate, test and all. So okay. Once everything is the test is something is success or fail, whatever it may be, then I'll send the email notification. Okay, email notification. So then build using Maven. I can build. So once build the artifact, I can upload into Nexus. Right? Nexus. So once my artifact is ready, so the artifact Java file I can find my server, right? Just assume that this is job one, this is your job two, this is job three, this is job four, this is job five. Okay, means all the stages, right? All instead of putting all the stages in one job. Okay, here, right? So instead of putting keeping all the activities or all the stages in one job, we can split it. Job one, job two, job three, job four, task one, task two, task three, task four, task five. Once task one is done successfully, then only your trigger will go to the task two. Task two done successfully, your trigger will go to the task four. So like that, like pipelines. Okay, Revati, Gaurav?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ram.
For basic Java, we'll see now. The Java projects, the Maven, the Nexus, the build, these things we will see later. Okay. I will create one more job from job 2. Create job 2. Okay, we'll see pre-install only. That pipeline, the Groovy scripting, we'll go later. Once you're compatible with Jenkins, then we'll go for the Groovy scripting. So I'm creating job 2. So here you can see build after other projects are built. Means this is my job to write, this is my job to write. So once job one, once my job one is done, okay, so then I need to execute the job two. When I need to trigger, only if build is stable, okay, or unstable, or fails, even fails also, whatever, okay, whatever. But in production, so 100% will go for the only stable, okay, only stable, build is stable. So I'm choosing stable. Means here, once my job one is completed, job two will trigger. So build step. So here what, okay, just I'm giving simple command only. Whatever command you need, so you can give it here. Whatever command, whatever, okay, the line of commands are scripts. Okay, so I'm giving date command only. Just save it. So I will execute one more job. I will create one more job. Now I have job one, job two. I will create one more job, job three. Job three. So this thing you have to practice, okay? Let us just practice it. For Java project, okay, you have to build this thing. So same thing here also. Once my job two is done, so then I need to trigger my job three. So here build step, I'll go for cell only. Here just, okay, you can give whatever, okay, just I will give whatever, I give some date only. But here while practicing, just practice some cell commands, some Linux commands, cell commands, okay, so a script something, or just some basic commands, whatever you need. So go back to dashboard. Okay, so here you can see now I have job one, job two, job three. Okay, job one, job two, job three. Just click job one. Just click job one. You can see here for job one, downstream project is job two. Like downstream and upstream. For job one, for job one, downstream project is job two. Just click job two. You can see for job two, upstream is job one, downstream project is job three. Like upstream and downstream. So this thing will call upstream and downstream. Here, if you take job two, for job two, job one is upstream project, job three is downstream project. Okay. For job three, so upstream is job two. Downstream, there is no for downstream for job three, right? Okay, Revati, Gaurav. So this thing will call upstream and downstream.
Yeah, Ram. Okay.
Yeah.
So here, right, just simply you can job two is okay, is no build. Job three also no build. Click job two. So you can see here build history. So nothing is there, build history. Same thing for job three also, build history, nothing. Why? Because we didn't build for job two or job three. Okay. So go only it will be different pipelines. Means once job one is completed, then job two will trigger. Once job two will done, then it will go to job three, right? So now I will trigger the job one. I will execute the job. You can see now it's 8, right? 8. So manually I will build, manually I'm triggering, build now. So you can see the 9 done. Go job 2. You can see for job 2 I didn't do anything. Automatically it will done. Yes. Once job 1 is done, so that it will go to the job 2. Go job 3. So job 3 also done. We can see a different upstream and downstream and the pipeline, right? So automatically job 2, job 3 will also execute. Depends upon your upstream and downstream. Okay, Ravati, Gaurav?
Yeah.
Gaurav,
Yeah,
any
Ram.
questions here? Okay. So here, right, sometimes you will get confusion to monitor. Okay. So to monitor this thing, whether job 2 or job 3 or job 1 is completed or not, dependency or something. Sometimes we will get the confusion. For that, we have some plugins. Go manage Jenkins. Manage Jenkins. Plugins. Manage.
Okay.
Manage plugins. Go available. Still loading. Still loading. What is this issue here? Just I'm trying to download one plugin here. So it's refreshing. Still loading. Actually, it will not take this much time, okay, to load this plugins and all. Not sure why it is taking time here. So search out the plugin, build pipeline. Okay, build pipeline. Here you can see on pipeline, build pipeline. So here you can come here, you can search plugins and you can install. So okay, whatever plugin you need, you can search here. Whatever plugin already we discussed. So Jenkins means full of plugins. Whatever tasks we have to do, you have to install the one plugin. So here that to monitor to monitor that upstream downstream the pipeline. So I'll go with one plugin, that build pipeline plugin. So you can see the description also what this will do. These plugins renders upstream and downstream connected jobs that typically from your build pipeline. In addition, you can see, you can monitor. Okay, so select this thing, select, and you can see install without restart and download now and install later, whatever. Just to go for install without restart. It's okay, it will work. Select the plugin and install. So it will take just some seconds only, maybe at maximum 1 minute. Means I'm downloading on a plugin. The plugin name is build pipeline plugin. Okay, build pipeline plugin. Done. Means I have installed. Back to dashboard. Go back. So you can see here the plus symbol. You can see the plus symbol. Click plus symbol. You can see build means once you download the plugin. So you can see this one. So without download plugin, you can't see this option. Okay, if you download plugin, then only you can see this option. For example, pipeline one, some name. Select your that build pipeline view. The view. Okay, and select your. Okay, so here the description something whatever you required. So layout based on upstream and downstream. Okay, already we configured that, right? The initial job 1 only means for job 1. Okay, so I have created downstreams job 2, job 3 like that, right? So initial job 1 only. I selected job 1 initial job. So build cards, standard builds. If you don't know something, you can see here. Just click this thing, you'll get the help bundle over there. Number of display build. So in the I will go for 3. In that page we can see the last 3 builds. Refresh frequency. So just leave it default. Console output, a new window, same window, a light box, whatever.
Just leave it default. So okay. So you can see this view. You can see now I have the pipeline 9, right? Pipeline 9. You want to execute 10. You can see here run, just run. Means here I'm running manually. If you schedule like something that using the build periodically, it will trigger automatically. Okay, just here I'm running manually. Just click run. You can see that view. Just see. Job 1 is completed 10. You can see 10 pipeline 10. Job 1 is completed with the green mark. It means green means success. Job 2 is maybe in progress or waiting for something. That's why you can see that different color. So if you refresh, okay, this is an option. Okay, so automatically it will refresh. We just wait for some time. You will see it is not refreshing, right? Go manage. Go manage. So this option, okay. So every 10 seconds, it will refresh automatically. Okay, leave it. I will show you later. So you can see now, okay, once I refresh, so I can see that status green color means completed. Okay, Revati, Kalyan, Gaurav.
Yeah.
Just here, right, just we can view that pipeline. So job 2, job 3, and so you can see the timing also. The timing, so okay, the timing when it triggered, how much time it took to complete. Okay, so the logs also here you can see the logs, console output. If you want to rerun the particular job, you can rerun. So all this stuff. Okay, Gaurav.
Yeah, Ram.
Okay, if you want, you can see 10, right? Just run once again, manually. Otherwise, for job 1, you can schedule some timing. You can see this is done. You can see here, okay, trigger here, right? So you're triggering manually, right? Not manually. It is not refreshing it. That's it. If you refresh your console, something, okay. If you refresh your console, you can see the okay. This is okay. If you can see, so this is an option. Okay, every 10 seconds it will refresh. That I will show you later. Something is there. Tell me, Revati.
Ram, for example, if job 1 is completed, next is go for job
Okay.
2. If job 2 is not completed, if there is any error, something like that, it will show, I mean, it will send a email notification to us, or else it will show that if anything error is.
Yeah. It first it will fails. It will show there is some error in red mark. If you want to send email notification, that we have to configure to whom to send, what to send, all those things we have to configure.
Okay.
That I will show you later. Okay, we will see that email configuration, how to configure.
Okay, Ram.
Okay.
Show the errors, right? If it is any errors, it will. Okay.
Yeah, it will show the error. It will, if it fails, right? Okay, just configure. Just give some wrong command for job 2. Go job 2. Go job 2. Just give some wrong command. Just configure. So here just give some wrong command 1 2 3 4 something. Actually we don't have a command date 1 2 3 4. This is wrong command. Okay, this is wrong command. it will fail. It will fail. And also, okay, so you know what I did? So, okay. Yeah, selected trigger only if build is stable. If job one is stable or success, then only job 2 will trigger. Okay, Revati, Gaurav.
Yeah, Ram.
If you select this one, right, that fails means if job 1 fails also, it will go to job 2. But for me, it's not required. Okay, I'll go for the option 1. Means
One. Okay, build is stable. Okay.
if job 1 is success and it's stable, then only it will go to the job 2.
Okay.
Save it. Save it. Go back. See, you can see pipeline. Okay. Just run manually. Just trigger manually. Anyway, job 1 is success. It was success. I given run command at job 2, right? Job 2. Just refresh. It is not refreshing automatically. This is an option. Every 10 seconds it will refresh. Okay, I'm not able to see here. Why? Because I use a demo user. If you log into your admin user, maybe you can see that enable refresh option. Anyway, I'm refreshing manually. So here you can see. Each job to a given run command, right? It fails, and you can see the red color, and it will not go to the job 3. Okay, Revati?
Okay, Ram. Yeah.
Gaurav?
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, right. So time is 8 here. You want to continue or what?
Let's continue tomorrow, Ram.
Tomorrow? Okay, fine.
Okay. Thanks, Ram.
Okay. Yeah, I will upload this thing. Just practice. Okay, till here. This is very basics only. Okay.
Sure, Ram. Okay, Ram.
For Java projects, you have to build this pipeline. Okay, I will tell you jobs only. Pipeline you have to build for Java project.
Okay, Ram.
Okay, thanks. See
Thank you,
tomorrow.
Ram. Yeah. Bye, Ram. Bye, Gaurav.